Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Arizona Cardinals and the Carolina Panthers. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now Newton on first down. He'll drop it off to McCaffrey. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 7 yards on the play, and it'll be second down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
And a nice gain of 21 yards. Now a play fake here on first down. His throw caught right around the 6. And they are able to stop it, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A good pickup there at 22. Well, he did everything but get him in the end zone there, but now they're set up. Golden opportunity, strong opening drive, and they're knocking on the door.
And the way that they did it, now look where they are on the field, all right? This is naturally set up for a running play, isn't it? But with his ability to throw the football, his accuracy on this drive, you might want to think about a pass play in this situation.
Interesting. Time to find out. He'll get it up the middle, and they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle, and he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. It's the fullback. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers take it right down and score on the opening drive. Gano the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Gano out to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. And right away, he lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Hunt. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
They'll run it here with Hunt. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time, that's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
They'll run. This is Hunt. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now. The Panthers are going to take another timeout. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Winston from the gun on 3rd down. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
They had a good game catching the ball at the backfield a week ago, and they're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
Now, defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limit it to just short runs, because he can really impact this offense. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
Now it's 1st and 10 after a costly penalty there on 4th down. Now Hunt. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game. And it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, Winston again. He'll leave it for Hunt, complete. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Call it a 3-yard gain, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
He wasn't ready. Just keep bringing it. Stay in there.
Play action now, Winston. Rolling to his left. And this is caught at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So they gave up the early touchdown. This has been a pretty good response. Nice drive, taking it down 1st and goal.
And I know all the cliches jump in, right? Don't get away from your game plan too early. Make sure you're settled down. Don't panic. But it's all true, isn't it? Because otherwise, you get out of what you plan to do during the game, and it's still early. Don't get crazy because you gave one up. Just respond, as you just noted.
That gets them 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal. Second and goal from inside the 5. He'll get it up the middle. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's third and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. Yeah, he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped, but I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
The offense is going to stay out there. We'll see what the play call is. They need to find the right one here on 4th and goal. From the gun, Winston. And that is going to be incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Panthers defense able to deliver the goal line stand. Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. Now they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in this 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
On 1st and 10, Newton looking for Funchess, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 13. And they're set up in a golden position here right around the 10-yard line. Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here.
Let's go.
This is Hunt. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
It's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. 3rd and goal, Winston. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Olivier Vernon in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Ready to go now in the second quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Cardinals in possession of the football. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. And the first play will be a field goal try. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. And Bailey able to knock it through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
On second down, McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Come on now. Hey! Express! Set.
They'll try the air now with Newton. And the tight end Olsen, right side. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 41. This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. Flushed out right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect.
Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss on one like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open, got the shot, and he misfires.
We talk about, boy, he'll want that one back all the time. He definitely wants that one back.
Off play action. Newton being chased out left. Now he'll turn and throw deep back to the other. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. DJ Moore with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Panthers add on to their lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And nothing but daylight ahead. The 40, the 20, 10.
All right, let's give credit where credit is due. How about that return? Great blocking, great vision, all the way down to the 2-yard line. The only person who has to be upset, the guy who didn't get it into the end zone. That far and no reward.
Bailey got the extra point, and that makes it a 14-10 ball game. The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
20.
Second and 10, Newton again. Got a man over the middle, it's Williams. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. Newton looking to throw on 3rd and 1. And an alley to run. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a 1st down.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards there as they move the chains. Couple of 1st downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. This is McCaffrey. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Tackle made there by Josh Bynes.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that run.
Quick slant, caught by Moore. And he's going to get this inside the 30. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. Newton now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Newton. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. That one goes for 24 yards. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back with more from Charlotte after this. Second and goal from the 1. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Panthers add on to their lead. It's good, and it's 21-10. Gano out to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. First down now, but that clock rolling. Jameis now on first down. And he's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
Winston, that's going to be caught by Kirk. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. They run with Hunt, and he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Now a 2nd down throw for Winston. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Winston, the offense, with a 1st and 10. And he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far.
550, 550. Easy, easy, easy.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals have cut it to within a score. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And it's now 21-17. The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Newton on first down. Over the middle, complete. It's Williams. This drive starting off on the right foot. 18 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. On first down, Newton. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Back to the air, Newton on 2nd down. He's going to wind up and air it out. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. Mike Williams, the intended target. 3rd down here. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. A final shot before the break. Newton. Wright's got it. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. So we've reached halftime here on Halloween. And trust me, kids, if you had to look at Charles Davis every game, you'd think every day was Halloween. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this 3rd quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick, and he will return this one to the 30-yard line. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. Flinches with a catch over the middle. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. And now Newton not liking the play call. He's going to take a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Here we go. Hey, hey.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. The ball's out. McCaffrey lost it. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
All I know, partners, that with every play call that came in, there was a little discussion about, hey, we can seal this bad boy. We can really put ourselves in a great spot to take total control, and yet they find a way to cough it up.
Yeah, the 2-score game opportunity eludes them, and now a chance for the other side to come back here.
Yeah, that means defense has to go out there and make some plays themselves. So we call sudden change. Let's see if the defense is mentally ready to take care of it.
And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Really good, skillful, tough running throughout this contest. Picked up first down after first down. He's got to have a nickname, doesn't he? How about the human first down machine? I think that fits.
Right back to him on first down. And he's got room. He's at the 40. Past the 20. 10. Touchdown, Cardinals. A big play there. 78 yards. And the Cardinals are in for 6. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get to the 30-yard line before going out of bounds. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to get this deep onto Arizona's side of the field. A big play there on the catch and run. 64 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first-and-goal situation. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. Give him 2 yards on that one. Second and goal now.
Well, the spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the second score there. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's third and goal.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task.
And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. A great effort there with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And his guys are able to strike for 6. Extra point try good by Gano. And that will make this a 4-point game. Gano out to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So out now come the Cardinals. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll get this up to about the 40. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
We got three, fellas, we got three.
On the run, this is Hunt. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. They'll try to throw now. Winston. They'll go screen here to Hunt, and he'll go down right around the 47 this time. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Escaping the pressure right. Got a man. It's complete. Williams. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Off the play fake, Winston. He's got his man on the crossing route. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Winston now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, he didn't make headway on that one, but he's had plenty of carries all night long. I just wonder if maybe he's a little bit tired from toting the rock that much.
They go play action. Winston. And Gresham has it left side. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
His pass caught at the 4. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. A great play there. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Cardinals are in for 6. Bailey got the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Now a first down throw for Newton. It's caught on the right side. Williams. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tougher, guys trying to get to the football.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Here's Newton. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. Wasn't able to get anything, no gain. Fumbled once already. Maybe he's being a little careful. Not necessarily on that play, but I'm sure that's in his mind somewhere.
Oh, without a doubt, because protecting the football is job one for anyone who's carrying it. And that's exactly what he tried to do on that play, but it didn't gain him any yardage.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first.
Gun. 20. Set. Ready to aim. Hey.
On first down, it's Newton. Airing it out for Olsen. It's caught inside the 25. They give him a gain of 38. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Here's McCaffrey, and that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll be a loss of 1, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A great effort there, taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Panthers have taken the lead here in the 4th. Gano the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. Gano out to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. He juked him, and he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Winston now. And completes it to Kirk over the middle. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. Jameis now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. From the gun, Winston. He'll leave it for Hunt, complete. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that'll bring up 4th down. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll run it now out of the gun. Always got some breathing room. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Right back to him on 1st down. No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Back to throw. Open man is Kirk, complete. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
On 3rd down, that's Hunt. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the offense will get this one back. Boy, that could have been catastrophic at this late stage of the game, but they avoid disaster. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but if the other team doesn't get it, that's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Back to throw. Flush to his right. And he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up 3rd down. They took their shot for the end zone, almost cost him.
And he made the right play there, knocking it away. But, boy, it looked like he had a chance to come down with the football. And if he does that, this thing is over. Instead, he leaves him out there with another chance.
Flushed out right. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Newton's going to throw it. Dancing to his left. Now he's going to throw deep back over the middle. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
That's it. 180. Hey.
Newton to throw. Trying to lay one up deep. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over. Well, I know at points in this when you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people who really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal. That's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
So for Carolina, they'll finish the first half of the schedule dead even at 4-4. And now they'll have a few extra days before they face the Rams next week. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, changes could be in the air as they fall to 0-8 now on the year. And they'll be at home for one next week as the Baltimore Ravens come to town. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaud. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.